Respected friends, welcome you all for our morning attempts of 6 activities trying to do meditatively to develop meditational abilities in us and to make a meditational abhyasa. Vedic chanting, common sense thought, mantrocharana dhyana purvaka, mangalacharana shloka, sankalpa, Upanishad mantra ucharana, Upanishad mantra adhyanam, Bhashya Sahita, Upanishad Shwethashwathara, Adhyaya 6, Mantra 3. In this, how the Lord again takes back the whole creation projected by Him into Himself, or how you and I, the Jivas, revert back to our essential Brahma Sthiti and get liberated from all dukkha giving life of all limitations because of the upadhi tadatmya. Because of this content, this portion becomes very crucial, essential. Therefore, let us steadily, consciously study and try to grasp the essence and implement it. The Loka Sevakadi Vyaktitvas, let us recognize the importance of them, strengthen them. So too Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha Devatagana Guru Gana Shastra Gana Anugraha always required for us. Vedic chanting, we are doing the Aruna Prashna 30 mantras we saw, 31 to 40. Let us say today. Om Athaveda Parayinam Aruna Prashnaha अथ एकत्रिंशतितम मन्त्रादारभ्य ॐ कश्यपादुदिताः सूर्याः पापान्निर्घ्नन्ति सर्वदा रोदस्योरन्तर्देशेषु तत्र न्यस्यन्ते वासवैः ते शरीराः प्रपद्यन्ते यथा पुण्यस्य कर्मणः अपान्यपादकेशासः तत्र ते योनिजा जनाः मृत्वा पुनर्मृत्युमापद्यन्ते अद्यमानाः स्वकर्मभिः आशातिकाः कृमय इव ततः पूयन्ते वासवैः अपैतु मृत्युञ्जयते य एवं वेद स खल्वैवं विद्ब्राह्मणः दीर्घश्रुतमो भवते कश्यपस्यातिथिः सिद्धागमनः तस्यैषा भवते आयस्मिन् सप्तवासवाः रोहन्ति पूर्व्यारुहः ऋषिर्ह दीर्घश्रुतमः इन्द्रस्य घर्मो अतिथिरते कश्यपः पश्यको भवति यत्सर्वं परिपश्यतीति सौक्ष्म्यात् अथाग्नेरष्टपुरुषस्य तस्यैषा भवते अग्नेनय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनः भूयिष्ठान्तेन मौक्तिं विधेमेति अग्निश्च जातवेदाश्च सहोजा अजिरा प्रभुः वैश्वानरोर्नर्यापाश्च पाङ्क्तिराधाश्च सप्तमः विसर्पेवाष्टमोऽग्नीनाम् एतेष्टौ वसवः क्षिता इति यथर्त्वेवाग्नेरर्चिवर्णविशेषाः नीलार्चिश्च पीतकार्चिश्चेति अथ वायोरेकादश पुरुषश्चैकादश स्त्रीकस्य प्रभ्राजमाना व्यवधाताः याश्च वासुकि वैद्युताः रजताः परुषाः श्यामाः कपिला अतिलोहिताः ऊर्ध्वा अवपतन्ताश्च वैद्युत इत्येकादश नैनं वैद्युतो हि नस्ति य एवं वेद स होवाच व्यासपाराशर्यः विद्युद्वधमेवाहं मृत्युमयीच्छमिदे न त्वकामगं हन्ते य एवं वेद अथ गन्धर्वगणाः स्वानभ्राड् अङ्गारिर्बम्भारिः हस्तः सुहस्तः कृशानुर्विश्वावसो मूर्धन्वान् सूर्यवर्चाः कृतिरित्येकादश गन्धर्वगणाः देवाश्च महादेवाः रश्मयश्च देवागरगिरः नैनङ्गरो हि नस्ति य एवं वेद गौरीमिमाय सलिलानि तक्षति एकपदे द्विपदे सा चतुष्पदे अष्टापदे नवपदे बभूवुषे सहस्राक्षरा परमे व्योमन्निधे वाचो विशेषणम् अथ निगदव्याख्याताः ताननुक्रमिष्यामः वराहवस्वतपसः विद्युन्महसोधोभयः स्वापयो गृहमेधाश्चेत्येते ये चेमेषिमि विद्विषः पर्जन्याः सप्त पृथिवीमभिवर्षन्ते वृष्टिभिरिते एतयैव विभक्तिविपरीताः सप्तभिर्वा तैरुदीरिताः अमोन्लोकानभिवर्षन्ते तेषामेषा भवते समानमेतदुदकम् उच्चैत्यवचाहभिः भूमिं पर्जन्या जिन्वन्ते दिवं जिन्वन्त्यग्नय इति यदक्षरं भूतकृतं विश्वे देवा उपासते महर्षिमस्य गोप्तारम् जमदग्निमकुर्वद जमदग्निराप्यायते छन्दोभिश्चतुरुत्तरैः राज्ञः सोमस्य तृप्तासः ब्रह्मणा वीर्यविद शिवानः प्रदिशो दिशः तच्छंयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवे स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे सोमपा असोमपा इति निगदव्याख्याताः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः 10 mantras per day is a good number. Narayana Hari Govinda. Rama Rama. Yes, friends, in our today's second aspect of common sense thought, two things. First is today's Visheshana, Kartika Paurnami. For we the Hindus, every day is in one way or the other auspicious. To remember the divine, even if any day is not auspicious, we make that day auspicious by remembering the Lord. That's how every day, every moment is divine for we, the matured Sanatana Dharmis. Some days are more specific, more story related, more inspiring from various angles. Sometimes it's Vatavarana itself is such that it is inspiring. That's why those days are said to be more conducive and auspicious. So, discovering such conducive situations, we have to tune to the divine. So, today is the Kartika Paurnami. Shiva Vishnu Sambandhi. So many Leelas today happened. Therefore, Those who study Puranas, those who know today's Mahima, they specially divinize themselves with extra sacrifices, extra efforts. Every day we are sadhakas, but on such occasions we are more extra seriously, sincerely, deeply, elaborately, detailedly sadhakas. That way for us, Chaitra Masa in its own way, auspicious Vaishaka, Jeshta, Shada, Shravana, Bhadrapada, Ashvaja, Kartika, Margashira, Pushya, Maga, Palguna. So this Masa, whole Kartika Masa is wonderful. Many Shiva Upasanas are done. Now you see immediately after this comes the Margali Margashira Masa, where the Vaishnava Bhakta has to spend the whole month in the remembrance of Lord Krishna early morning. So the Kartika Masa in that today's the central day, Kartika Paurnami. So out of so many beautiful stories, symbolisms, today is said to be Lord Shiva eliminating the tyranny called Tripurasuras and saved the entire earth and the Devatas from his what do you call torturing tormentations. They have done tapasya, they asked for Mrityurahitya. Brahmadeva said not possible. Then they asked such boon by which tentatively they will not get a death. Okay, then he became very terrible. All devatas went to Brahmadeva. He said, I have blessed him, so I can't do anything. They went to Bhagavan Vishnu. Vishnu also said, I can't. Said they all have gone to Bhagavan Shiva. Shivaji said, Ki, I also cannot do by myself, but all of you have to help me. Then that's how each of the devatas become the specific equipments, what do you call them? Or not ornaments, the weapons for him. You know, the Bhumata becoming Ratha, Vishnu becoming the Bana, then Indra becoming something else. In that way, Lord Shiva on today's day has done the Tripura Asura Samhar. Thus, all the darknesses of emptinesses, dukkhas have gone away. Therefore, the light of life, the light of optimism, light of inspiration has come in everyone's life. That's why, though the entire Kartika Masa and a day before the Deepavali is celebrated with lights, today Kartika Paurnami, special day for lights. So everywhere the Deepotsavas are done. Beautiful. There are some states, sometimes even governments taking up those projects, doing the Lakshadeepa Utsava, Koti Deepa Utsava. Some do one day, some do the entire month, some do for 7 days, only to indicate that the light has come into our lives. And in pure Vedantic terminology, the Tripurasura is Jiva only, living in all these three Puras of Stula Sukshma Karana Sharira, suffering himself and troubling everybody too. He doesn't know it. So by Shivanugraha, this ego traveling in these three shariras is transcended and we enter into the life of light, the light of Chit Swarupa Paramatma Tattva. It happens with Shivanugraha and Shivanugraha happens in the elimination of subduing of the Tripura Asura in us. So lots of pujas today all over the country, every state does it in its own way. सुबह 4 बजे उठकर नदी स्नान they do come home and do the Deeparadhana, Vishnu Puja, Shiva Puja. Throughout the day, the Shiva Sambandhi Stotradi, then Shadakshari, Panchakshari mantra, Ucharana. Some people even do the Upavasa Vratas till the Nakshatra Darshana happens at night, means after the dusk. So, in every way, remaining withdrawn from the world, focusing on the Paramatma, is what indicated through all the festivals in Hinduism, and no special in today's Kartika Purnami also. So the Lord Shiva happen in us, eliminate Tripurasura, fill our life with the identity with the light, the pure conscious self. And our presence add the light and joy only to the world, not the darkness and dukkha. In that way, today is a beautiful Kartika Purnam. Anna, wonderful. India is so beautiful. Every Rashtra, basically Bharata only, later period, sometimes the way of celebration may have little bit added, edited, but all of us follow one Sanatana Dharma of celebrating such auspicious days to divinize our entire personality. So, beautiful day, the Kartika Purnami day, wonderful it is. Friends, in today's the common sense thought, second one, after discussing little about today's wonderful day, is what ki dekho. Anyway, if we look into our life, we are not feeling complete. If we look into our life, there is no contentment in it. If we look into our life, always we feel the limitations. Anyway, there are always the dukkhas felt in us, disappointments, something or the other always. The gloom is there in us, isn't it? Think about it. The fears are in us, the anxieties are in us, the tensions are in us. Now the options left to us are one, continue that one. Second is what? Involve in such nonsense by this, by which this is increased more and more. Third is what? Out of frustration, that life is full of dukkha, let me become some criminal. Fourth option is what? Let me die. मरूं या मेरे दुख दूसरों को दे दूं या और भी घटिया बनूं or in my utter tamoguna allow it to continue. These are one sort of options. But there is another option also. Because it's an option, we can opt it or refrain from opting it. It's in our hands. What is that option? Anyway, we are dukhi. Then why not start the parishrama? Why continue in that mood of dukkha and tamoguna? Why not parishrama? And what is that parishrama? Ki, to know where from all these dukkhas, limitations are coming from, starting from, continuing, staying, growing. The parishrama of knowing those hetus, karana. So too, why remain idle? Why not do the parishrama of finding all solutions for all these dukkhas, all these samasyas, all these problems, all the limitations? Why not we engage? That's the common sense thought today. In doing the parishrama rather than being lazy. We are alive, problems will continue, it will grow, they become aggressive, aggravated if we don't respond. Actually, as human beings, we are expected to be so much wise right from the beginning that we should not be a liability to ourselves to give dukkha to ourselves, and we are not expected to add dukkha in anybody's life nor add dukkha to the total world. Right from beginning, we should have all that wisdom to see to it that we are sukhi, we are giving sukha to others. Somehow, everyhow, anyhow, it missed. Therefore, went on living, by which we were adding up dukkha to us and ourselves. So far, wo chal raha tha. Now, having realized it, Can we be optimistic? Can we be positive? Can we be uh, start in this way, doing parishrama first of thinking and knowing? Take the help of Guru, take the help of Shastra, take the help of Satsanga to trace out what are the causes for these continuous dukkhas, continuous limitations, continuous bhaya fears. Then also how to eliminate them. In fact, this is entire theme of all Shastras, and this should be the focus of a human being. That how I am getting into these dukkhas, how to eliminate them, and where and what is that permanent sukha which I am seeking, how to obtain it. Why can't we? Therefore, keep on adding to our wisdom this way every day. And why can't we be practical in gaining that wisdom? And why can't we ensure in our life that these dukkhas quantitatively, qualitatively, durationally getting reduced? So too, the contentments, the peace, the satisfactions, the sense of fulfillments, quantitatively, qualitatively, durationally, why can't they be improved upon? So be aggressive, optimistic regarding elimination of dukkha, obtainment of sukha. I can do this. First, I have to do parishrama. Parishrama always is of knowing, first of all, deeply analyzing, knowing. For some time, knowing can happen by our own thinking. Sometimes we can get ideas from others. And the eternal helping Shastras anyway are there, which directly indicate to us these are the hetus for which every jiva becomes dukhi. Any jiva can become dukhi. And these are the sadhanas by which every jiva can free himself from the dukkhas. सब लिखा हुआ है. Whether they are the values, whether they are the upadhi niyantranas, whether they are tuning to the divine and acting accordingly, whether they are tattva jnanas, what are all of them? If not to redeem the individualities from their individuals from their dukkhas, from their bandhana. वो सब तो वही तो बात है. Let us learn the art of looking from that angle. I am miserable. Why should I continue? Why should I add to it? I am limited. I am discontentful. अब फिलहाल हूं मैं. चलो let me take up the mission of redeeming myself of all those dukkhas and the mission of adding that fulfillment, that joy in me. So be absolutely acutely conscious at every level of the Dehendra Pranamana Buddhi and our outer Vyavahara. What are the wrongs that are happening? Let us be aware of him every moment, acutely, every moment, what exactly is happening. We have to become aware. Then also become aware, is that happening correct or not? Then, if it is not correct, we should have all sorts of courageous guts, wisdoms to stop that unwanted. So, to every moment, what adds up to my sukha, shanti, I must be aware of and engage in keeping on adding them. All those details alone are shared every day in all satsangas, are hidden in all shastras. So let us optimistically, positively, in this way, engage ourselves rather than being in an irresponsible, lazy manner or even doing the negative by which the dukkhas are increasing, sukhas are reducing. बिना किए भी नहीं रहना, गलत करना भी उचित नहीं है. करते रहना, सही करते रहना, जिसके द्वारा we are freeing ourselves from all the senses of dukkha and limitations. And always there is cheer, there is joy, there is contentment, there is sense of fulfillment. Do those things. And these are possible again Just to extend the topic, even though it can be concluded here, just one or two more thoughts. Extension of this thought is what? The continuous joy, continuous absence of dukkha is not possible in the world of discontinuity. You know, the permanent sukha ananda cannot be in the temporary. In the asat and mithya jagat, how can there be sat sukha and shashvata sukha? Not there. Yet we pursue it. That is the hetu for the dukkha. See, the small little capsules of common senses we must understand in our life. Small little. What is it? Why the father becomes dukhi because of the son? Because the son has not obeyed him. So son has not obeyed the father. Because of that, the father has not become dukhi. Then what? The father expected the son to be obedient. That is the hetu of dukkha. You understood? So the expectation of the father is the hetu for dukkha, not the disobedience of the son. Because the son is equal to disobedience. The disciple is equal to disobedience. The devotee is equal to disobedience. The jiva is equal to disobedience. That's how the world is made. In the same way, the world is never giving us dukkha. Then what is giving us dukkha? Our futile effort to get sukha from the world is giving us dukkha because the world cannot have sukha. Sukha to atma swarup. जड़ जगत में सुख कैसा होगा अशाश्वत जगत में सुख कैसा होगा but still you do effort that's why we become dukhi again the same example son never gives dukkha expecting from the son the obedience what a wise father does he just tells what is right to the son concludes the topic there he is happy contented in fulfilling his duty that I had to tell my son I have done if the son has not practiced it he was disobedient. Father never looks it into it. He says it's not my business. And if the son obedient really does exactly what father does, that intelligent father even never gets excited or wildly happy. कि मेरे बेटे ने मेरे बात को माना. He is not excited. That is his credit. He was already contented that I have done my duty. Okay. Example. In the same way, in this world we have only duties. We have nothing to gain from this world. When there's nothing to gain, there's nothing to lose also. Then where is all this happiness, etc.? It is in your own inner being. Slowly, through scriptures, these things are revealed. Without Shastra also they are revealed, but they take long time. है ना? Already somebody has discovered it. So you know, you study them, there is a chance for quicker understanding. Even though whether you study Shastra or not, finally it depends on our understanding only. Some people, without studying even one Shastra, with one person's simple advice or their own intelligence, they understand it just like that. कोई शास्त्र नहीं पढ़ा लेकिन बंदा समझ गया और कोई बंदे होते हैं लाइक यू एंड आई सालों साल लगे रहते हैं शास्त्र में but not even one thing is understood. Unfortunate. So therefore, studying Shastra or not is not important. Understanding is important. But there is a chance that through study Shastra, understanding can be easier. Can be, not compulsory. Like, I can compel myself to talk on Upanishads. I can't compel you to understand. It's your choice, your effort, your ability. But there is a possibility. You can use that data. You know? Like God has given legs to walk. You keep on walking, you can reach destination. But there are other things that are discovered called as vehicles. Yes, when you travel in vehicle, there is a possibility that you can reach quickly. But there is another possibility also in vehicle. There can be accident or it can break in between, and your progress will be more delayed. Many times you say, "यार इस गाड़ी के बजाय पैदल जाने से अच्छा होता." How many people in the car think when they are in the traffic jammed towns, cities, instead of this car, two wheeler होता तो देखो उस बंदे की तरह फटाफट चला जाता. तो टू व्हीलर फेलो से इसकी यार इंस्टेड ऑफ टू व्हीलर साइकिल होता तो उठाकर रेल पटरी पार करके चले जाते. तो साइकिल वाला से यार पैदल जाना बेटर है. So anyway, Shastra can help. That's the idea. So today's point is, anyway I am dukhi. Should I continue? Should I add to my dukkha? Or should I do parishrama to know the hetu of the dukkha and eliminate it, and to know the hetu of sukha and include in my life? Thus, let me become spiritual. That's the idea. This is the thought I have not said so far, but this is the purpose. This is the whole conclusion. That let me find the right means of permanent elimination of dukkha, permanently being in the sukha. And that's not possible in any other materialistic thing. It's possible only in spirituality. Therefore, cutting short all in between thoughts, the summary is what? You are anyway dukhi, become spiritual. To eliminate that dukkha, Shashvata Rupa. So, study Shastras, gain the knowledge, and as that knowledge gained, accordingly mold yourself and discover that dukkha rahitya sukhasthiti within. Correct? Thank you, friends. Now we have done two things. Today's mantra ucharana. Third topic, dhyana purvaka mantra ucharana. Today's mantra is beautiful. I like it. It is from again Narayana Kavacha. Every mantra is mantra shakti yukta. In fact, our suktas, shanti mantras, Veda mantras, Upanishads, all of them have to be contemplated only every day. So too how many stotras, Purana mantras. Yesterday we saw last 10 days, just like the 10 days passed, every day, one graha we saluted. It was so beautiful. It was, in fact, very, very helpful and enchanting. And those who have intensely done, they can see that slight change in their life, that there is more goal oriented life, there is less misery in last 10 days because the grahas were blessing because we were taking the name and chant. It was a very good thing. And more intensely when one involves, quickly the blessings come, the results are more conspicuous. In Narayana Kavacham, a typical mantra comes. Just like in Valmiki Ramayana, Lakshmana says that mantra when he is unable to defeat Indrajit. He says, if my Prabhu Lord Rama is Dharmatma, if the Lord Rama is Satyasandaha, then if Rama is Paurusha Apratidvanda, Paurushme, then let this arrow go and kill the Ravana Putra Ravani. That was the mantra. You know, Dharmatma Satyasandascha Ramaha Dasharati Yadihi. Dasharati Ramaha Yadi Dharmatma. दाशरथि रामः यदि सत्यसंधः दाशरथि रामः यदि पौरुषे च अप्रतिद्वन्द्वः. अगर मेरे राम ऐसे हैं, शर एनम रावणिम जहि, then O arrow, you go and finish that Ravana Putra Ravani. And that Ravana finishes Indrajit. Before that, for how many hours there was war, how many Astra Shastra Lakshmana has shot, they could not defeat Ravani Indrajit. But this प्रतिज्ञा कहते हैं उसको, तपस्या कहते हैं. रामास सत्संधता, रामास धर्मनिष्ठा, Rama's Paurusha Pratidvandvata utilized by Lakshmana. Rama doesn't know that Lakshmana is chanting this mantra, but it got affected. It's a very sublime thing. And in many, many other cases, you see, कि मैं हनुमान भक्त हूँ और हनुमान जी मेरे को पहचानते हैं और वो मेरे ऊपर कृपा करना चाहते हैं, तो मेरे जीवन में संकट दूर होना चाहिए। ऐसे with intense deep faith when you do, really you will see that Hanumanji somehow or the other form he comes and does something, and that dukkha we free from. Similar is this mantra. Very good one, huh? Very tough. In fact, in this entire Narayana Kavacham, Bhagavan Narayana's all avatars are remembered, and each rupa is asked to bless us, help us, protect us in each of the situation. That is how Narayana goes. Hmm. Hmm. I don't remember all of them. रामो त्रिकोटे श्वथ विप्रवासे, इस तरह से that are there. So the Rama with Lakshmana protect me in this situation. Parshurama protect me in this situation. Nrsimha protects me in this. Vamana protect me in this way. Then Sanat Kumara protect me in this situation. Narada protect me. This is how the mantra. देवर्षिवर्यः पुरुषार्चनान्तरात् कूर्मो हरिर्माम निर्याद शेषात्. The Kurma avatar Bhagavan protect me from entering into the Narakadi lokas. In that way, the whole Kavacham runs. Harir vidadhyat mama sarvaraksham nestangri padmaha patagendra prashte dharari charmasi gadeshu chapa pashan dadanoshta gunoshta bahu जलेषु माम रक्षतु मत्स्य मूर्ति यादो गणेभ्यो वरुणस्य पाशात् स्थलेषु मायावटु भावनो व्यात. In this way, in the jala, the Matsyavatara Lord protect me. In the bhumi, the Vamana Avatara Lord protect me. In this way, that whole kavacham, beautiful. In that, the last one we are seeing, last, not exact last, in the last 5-6 mantras mein ek hai. That is the pratigna of the satyata of the Lord. Very nice it is. I will chant it, I will explain you meaning. We chant together. The mantra is यथा हि भगवान् एव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशम् उपद्रवाः. This is the mantra. The meaning is यथा हि भगवान् एव वस्तुतः सत् असच्चयत्. यथा हि or yata means because of this reason. Just because of this reason. And this reason is not just, it's a very important reason. What is that reason? Yatahi Bhagavan eva. It is Narayana alone, it is Paramatma alone. Vastutaha. In reality, Sat Asatchayatu. Whichever is in manifested form, Sat Sthula Sukshma, and Asat in an unmanifest form, the Karana Rupa. So the unmanifest Asat Karana Rupena, and in the manifest Sat Stula Sukshma Rupena, everything is that Bhagavan only. And if this is true, and also because this is true, Satyena Anena, because of this truth, something should happen to me. And what should that happen to me? Yantu Nasham Upadravaha. From my life, all through the life, throughout the day, in whichever the situation and life I am in, Vyavahara ho ya Adhyatmik sadhana ho. Whatever upadravas are there, problems are there, difficulties are there, tragedies are there, sorrows are there, let every one of them get nasham, destroyed. As I told you, if my Rama is like this arrow should destroy Indrajit. So to here, because of this fact that everything is Sadasat. Every Sadasat is Paramatma himself. If this is the truth, or because of this being the truth, my all upadravas should go away. This is a pratigna. हो जाता है वो. अनेन सत्येन नः सर्वे उपद्रवाः नाशम यान्तु. Naha means of me and of all of us, all upadravas get destroyed. The upadravas are the natural calamities. Upadravas are the physiological disabilities. Upadravas are the confusions in the mind. Upadravas are the non-clarities of the intellect. The total upadrava is being worldly samsari. All those upadravas should get destroyed if this is a fact or because of this fact that everything manifest and unmanifest is nothing but the Lord Himself. ध्यान से सुनो मजा आता है वो हमें कुछ नहीं करना परमात्मा से सत्यता वी आर यूजिंग एंड वी आर सेइंग आई एम बिलीविंग इन दैट एंड दैट बी वी आर यूजिंग टू ब्लैकमेल द लॉर्ड asking him to destroy all our upadravas and bhagwan becomes much you know like you all see it in millions of places you might have done it also यार तू मेरा सच्चा दोस्त है ना कल सुबह तू जरूर आएगा देयर नो संबंध बिटवीन इट बट दैट फेलो बिकम सेंटिमेंटल और यार नहीं तो मेरे को दोस्त नहीं माने वो आ ही जाता एंड समटाइम पीपल देमसेल्व्स टेल देयर ओन प्रॉमिस अगर मैं ये सच्चा हूं ये मैं करके साबित करूंगा डोंट यू सी दैट इफ आई एम रियली योर you know son I will achieve this rank of father and make you happy you know in all ramayana bhagavata we see that son going to the war आपके ऊपर प्रतिज्ञा है पिताजी मैं आज जीत के आऊंगा या नहीं आऊंगा युद्ध में लड़ूंगा see that here also that's the beautiful mantra and in this no complication सदा सदरूपे तो परमात्मा ही है अगर ये सत्य है तो और बिकॉज द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ दिस सत्य all my upadravas should go away. And how the trick works, we don't know, but we can estimate that the faith in us that everything manifest and unmanifest is Paramatma. That faith sets right our vyavahara and sets right the reactions of the world. Sometimes our vyavahara is wrong, many a times the world reacts to our vyavahara because of these two upadravas come. When the world doesn't react and we don't act in such a way that the world doesn't react, then there are no upadravas. That gets settled because of this jnanam. That sat and asat, everything is Bhagavan only. Like when we study Vedanta and slowly come to this thought that sab kuch Paramatma hai, then are not raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, jealousy, they won't, will they not go away from our life? चले जाते हैं ना ये सब our depending on us पुरुष प्रयत्न में है and we may forget it. But this pratigna is such powerful one that even if we forget, we are reminded or things are brought into right position. है ना like the husband made a sabji, wife tasted it, उसमें थोड़ा ठीक नहीं था कम नमक कम था she will add some नमक हो गए. So too because of this prarthana, even if I go wrong, the Narayana will see to it that that is made it proper because of my faith that everything is Narayana. This is how mystically they work. Now I can't explain all those very sublime things. They are understood by us after some 10 lives. Abhi nahi. So, yata hi bhagavaneva vastutah sadasat chayat satyenanena na sarve yantu nasham upadravaha nah sarve upadravaha nasham yantu. If this truth is truth and I am believing in the truth, let the power of this truth realized by me see to it that all upadravas of all of us get destroyed permanently. Upadravas are calamities, troubles, problems, obstacles, hindrances, etc. And while doing this mantrocharana, you chant it. Personally, for each of us, in my Adhyatmic sadhana, whatever the upadravas imposed by my own vasanas, ajnana, dehendra, prana, mano, buddhi, and their habits, let all that upadravas go away. So, to in my own doing Adhyatmic sadhana, whatever the outer world upadravas come, let them be destroyed. So that my sadhana, my realizing the self is unobstructed and very soon. So to extend this bhavana in that, the whole cosmos should spiritually evolve. While it is happening, whichever the upadravas created by an individuals or communities or nations or even the planets, there are negative planets also. उनको कुछ फायदा नहीं होता, but they destroy others. Let all the upadravas which hinder the progress of the cosmic evolution, universal evolution, let all of them be destroyed. ऐसा प्रार्थना करो. In between, my nation, my Sanatana Dharma, let it grow, let it serve the world, let it shine. While it is happening, any upadravas imposed by anybody, including constitution, let them be changed, including the political parties, including the other religions. Let all of them, whoever are creating upadravas, get quietened, get eliminated. सो पूरे विश्व के लिए, सनातन धर्म के लिए, देश के लिए, सारे जीवों के लिए और अपना आध्यात्मिक साधना के लिए, we can pray that whatever the upadravas are there, let them get destroyed. And what I do for that, I won't do anything. I only do this pratigna that if everything manifest and unmanifest is Paramatma alone, then the upadravas should get destroyed. अब इसका उसका कनेक्शन मैं नहीं जानता. That's how the Narayana Kavacham में वो श्लोक. Chant it now. Om yatha hi bhagavaneva vastutah sadasatchayato satyenanena nah sarve yantu nashamupadravaha. Om yatha hi bhagavaneva vastutah sadasatchayat satyenanena nah sarve yantu nashamupadravaha. ॐ यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः. For our own sadhana, ॐ यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः. For our nation, ॐ यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः ॐ नमो नारायणाय. For the entire universe, ॐ यथा हि भगवानेव वस्तुतः सदसच्चयत् सत्येनानेन नः सर्वे यान्तु नाशमुपद्रवाः Om Namo Narayanaya. For the Sanatana Dharma. Om Yatha hi Bhagavaneva Vastutah Sadasachayat Satyena na sarve Yantu Nashamupadravaha. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. There are some people who actively, proactively, positively do not do anything for the Sanatana Dharma Sthapana. But they say one thing: Sanatana Dharma is Sanatana. Sanatana Dharma is eternal. Sanatana Dharma is greater than the greatest. That is enough, that it will sustain, that nobody can trouble it, eliminate it, or destroy it. See, this faith of that person is enough as his contribution that the Sanatana Dharma always is protected. This is one very trickish way. सनातन धर्म सनातन भाई, वो सत्य है, वो तो सबका कल्याण का है, उसका कौन बिगाड़ सकता? सत्यमेव जयते, सनातन धर्म सत्य है. This much we do and do nothing practically, still that is enough. Along with that, when we also, depending on the timings and our capacities and requirements, when we do, then there is a joy of doing it, and we can see the result that because of our initiative, really the Sanatana Dharma Rakshana has been done. In that way, any of the removal of Upadravas, any of the achievements of positive things, prayers work, and what we do, that also works. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam. Om Sukrute Dhikrute Bahudha Bhavato. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam. Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE. समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद् गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ते तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्. अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः पारायणम्. Can we chant mantras 4, 5, 6? Om आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेद् यः तेषामभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये याति स तत्त्वतोऽन्यः. आदिः स संयोगनिमित्तहेतुः परस्त्रिकालादकलोऽपि दृष्टः तं विश्वरूपं भवभूतमेड्यं देवं स्वचित्तस्थमुपास्य पूर्वं स वृक्षकालाकृतिभिः परोऽन्यो यस्मात् प्रपञ्चा परिवर्ततेयं धर्मावहं पापनुदं भगेशं ज्ञात्वात्मस्थममृतं विश्वधाम. Chanting is so beautiful. Upanishadic mantras. हाँ फ्रेंड्स, द्वितीयो मंत्रः of the षष्ठोऽध्यायः समग्र रूपेण अस्माभिः दृष्टम्. What was that? येनावृतं नित्यमिदं हि सर्वं न्यः कालकारो गुणी सर्वविद् यः तेनेशितं कर्म विवर्ततेह कृत्यर्थेजो निलकानि चिन्त्यम्. So the buddhi should be used to do the chintana about the presence of the Lord, about the power of the Lord, about the performance of the Lord. Our dushti should be only on presence, power, performance of Paramatma only, not in what is happening in the world and not in me getting something from the world. That is the crux and essence of this mantra, in which the word was Chintya. In that way, in our observation, in our analysis, in our understanding, in our darshan, always Paramatma should be there. That's called Bhagavad Darshanam. What is meaning of Bhagavad Darshanam? Not that Bhagavan comes and gives us the Bhagavad Darshan. No, Bhagavad Darshanam means Bhagavan alone is there with wisdom, only seeing him. That's Bhagavad Darshan. The whole Jagat is nothing but Bhagavan. Seeing it, not Bhagavad Darshan. The support substratum, everything is Bhagavan. Knowing it and remaining in that is Bhagavad Darshan. Okay. Now, in the next mantra, this Chintanam of Paramatma, contemplation, understanding our Paramatma, realizing we are never away from them apart from Him. We are one with Him. That we are guided in. Bhagavan's Bhasha is what? Yat Prathamadhyaye Chintyamiti Uktam Etadeva Prapanchayat. What is said in the first chapter, second sloka? That you should be a thinker, you should be a contemplator, you should be a meditator. To think, contemplate, meditate, realize the substratum. Tadeva prapanchayati. That alone is being explained here. Yesterday we saw this mantra chanted, then we saw it from the Ishvara standpoint. Now we will see it from the sadhaka standpoint today. Then we study this mantra with Bhashyam. Before that, the mantra's literal meaning should be caught. Any mantra when you study na, literal meaning main wala हमको समझ में आ. Like even if somebody says something, what literally he is saying grammatically, we should understand. Then the implications of that, the attitudes in that, the intentions in that, whether there are requests in it, there are commands in it, there are orders in that, so many. Like mother says, go and get this from the shop. So first understand literally, mother is saying, go and get this from the shop. So then the variety of other things. She is ordering me, she is commanding me, she is requesting me, she needs my help, she cannot do, she is unwell, I should help her. These are all the secondary things. Primarily the literal meaning. Like I told you, do this japa of this mantra, yata hi bhagavaneva avastu satah sadasachayat satyena anena na sarve yantu nasha upadru. First, literally understand that Swami said to chant this mantra. It's done 12 times here, remaining 96 times at home. First, literally understand. Then, the implications of these attitudes, the intentions. You think, "Kyun kaha Swami? Is he ordering me? No. Is he commanding me? No. Is demanding? No. He's suggesting. Why? Because if I do it, then that Shraddha in me about Paramatma's presence grows, and this prayer has a typical ability to remove the obstacles, the upadravas from our life, whether it is outer or spiritual. तो ये सब बात की बात, but important. But finally, my first point, literal meaning समझो, है ना? Like any mantra. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. So the Lord's Rupa is meditated and he is asked to remove the vignas from all karya. First literal meaning. Then go to the deeper things. One, the Ganapati is the authenticated authorized the Lord to remove the obstacles. So when we pray to Him, He will remove the vignas. So these are the deeper understanding. In one of them, the important understanding is Sarva Karyeshu Nirvignam Kuru. When we do the Akarya, Bhagavan Ganapati will bring vignas only. Only in the Karya, He will come and help. याद रखो गुरु हो या भगवान हो, इवन मित्र हो, हमारे बुरे कामों में हमको हेल्प नहीं करते, और जो बुरे कामों में हमें हेल्प करते हैं, ही इज नॉट ए मित्र, इज ए शत्रु. So too is not a guru, he is an ajnani. So too is not a Bhagwan, he is a shaitan only. And like if you do something wrong and you ask me, Swami, to help, how can I help you? I can't help you in doing negative. Therefore, Vigna removal by Ganapati or blessings by all gods and gurus happen only for the Karya, not Akarya. Karya means the things to be done. Our duties, our sadhanas. Not the Akarya. Our laziness, our bhoga. उसके लिए help नहीं मिलता. And especially if it is God, Guru to refuses only. I will not help. God, when we insist Him through upasanas, He will help us in other akarya because of our insistence. But later on, He alone will impose obstacles or problems so that we come out of it. ये सब विचित्र होता. Anyway, that's not my extension. So here, coming to this place, the topic is shlokas and shabdartha. Feel it, then go into the deeper understanding. Now let us chant this mantra first 2 times. That's enough. Om तत्कर्म कृत्वा विनिवर्त्य भूयः तत्त्वस्य तत्त्वेन समेत्य योगम् एकेन द्वाभ्यां त्रिभिरष्टभिर्वा कालेन चैवात्मगुणैश्च सूक्ष्मैः. Again, तत्कर्म कृत्वा विनिवर्त्य भूयः तत्त्वस्य तत्त्वेन समेत्य योगम् एकेन द्वाभ्यां त्रिभिरष्टभिर्वा कालेन चैवात्मगुणैश्च सूक्ष्मैः. Chanting is done. Now, this is the topic that Paramatma is the one who is the Hetu for the entire Srushti Sthiti Laya, not the Kala, not the Swabhava, Ityad. That's the topic now. Because this sixth chapter started only with that topic. That some people thought the Kala, other thought Swabhava as the cause of this Jagat. But the fact is, Deva Sesha Mahima. In the next sloka also, Tena Ishidam Karma Vivartate. And towards the end, iti Chintyam. Therefore, in continuation of it, if you see, it is about the Ishvara only told. Okay. Then what is told about Ishvara in this sloka is Tat Karma Kartva. Having that way, projecting Panchamahabhutas, then making them as Vivarta Karana, and through them having created Anantakoti Brahmandas and Jeevas and Shariras. मतलब फुल फ्लेज्ड पूरा सृष्टि संसार का निर्माण करके. That is the meaning of Tatkarma Krutva. First point is done. It is Srushti. Second is Vinivartya. Having maintained it till he is satisfied. उसको चलाते हुए लगातार. Like a shop owner. Tatkarma Krutva is he goes and opens the shop, cleans it, puts the lamp, if he is a Hindu or and all that, then makes the things available for the customers to come and buy. He is ready with the packing material, the billing material, and the cash change, etc. Tat karma kritva. Then till evening 8 or 9, he continues that work. That's called as vinivartya. Nivartan karke. Then at night o'clock, 9, 8:39, whatever time, he slowly winds up and goes back home. Here also, Ishvara Tatkarma Krutva means having acted upon the Panchamahabhutas in the manifestation of the Jagat, even those Panchamahabhutas are nothing but projection by his own Maya Shakti. Tatkarma Krutva, Vinivartya, having allowed that Srushti to continue for some time as he wants. Then in the third stage, naturally winds up, takes back everything into himself. That is the meaning of Bhuyaha Again, in the third stage of Laya, Tattvasya Tattvena Sametya Yogam. Tattvena means with that absolute Maya Shakti. Tattvasya means all the tattvas which went into the making of the whole world. Uh, Bhuyaha Tattvasya Tattvena Yogam Sametya. Having joined all of them into that Mula Prakriti and Mula Prakriti into himself. Okay. How he does it? Ekena dvabhyam tribihi ashtabihi. है ना? Ekena dvabhyam tribir ashtabirhi. How he does it? Start from the last one. First ashtabihi. Ashtabihi means the entire world emerges in the Ashtadha Prakriti. After that, tribihi means that Ashtadha Prakriti emerges in the Trigunas. Sattva. Then dvabhyam, that Sattva Rajas Tamoguna also he merges in himself and the Shakti, Maya. Then ekena means that Maya also he consumes, dissolves into himself. Then he alone remains. When earlier also he alone was there. Again from him only having projected Maya, from the Maya Trigunas, from the Trigunas the Ashtadha Prakriti, from the Ashtadha Prakriti is the entire universe as he projected, so he takes. The same mantra in Mundaka is said as with the example of Urnanabhi. Yatha Urnanabhi srujate grunnate cha. How that spider brings out from its own body the saliva and creates the entire web. Then grunnate takes away all the saliva, the web into its own self and moves somewhere. There is no web at all. So the web of this world, World Wide Web, WWW, is projected by the Lord, and again he only takes it into himself. Ekena dvabhyam trivihi ashtavi. Ashtavi is Ashtadha Prakriti. Bhumirapo analo vayukam manobuddhi ahankaraha. Then three means Trigunas. Dvabhyam means Jiveshwara, sorry, Ishvara and Maya Shakti. Ekena means even that Maya becomes unmanifest. Into him he alone remains. Like the power of the water to become wave. Where it goes when the water is in a spoon or in a glass. In a glass of water, you don't see the wave, but that water is brought from the river only. In the river, in that same water, there was wave. Where is that manifesting Shakti of the water as wave gone when the water is in the glass? It has become unmanifest. It has dissolved into water only. Like where my speaking power goes when I stop talking, it goes into me only, inseparable. At that stage, Ekamevadvayam Brahma. So this is how from Paramatma stride this shloka is understood. Ekena dvabhyam tivirashtamirva and kalena cha eva atma gunaishcha sukshmai. Kalena means in time, slowly, steadily as he projected, in the same way, in time he dissolves everything into him. Kalena means later on, even Kala also, which is a projection of Maya, he dissolves in himself. Then Atma Guna he means finally what remain? The Atma Gunas. What are the Atma Guna? Satchidananda Brahma Tattva. So Satchidananda Brahman alone with his Maya Shakti through the Kala, he projected the Maya and Trigunas and Ashtadha Prakriti and the entire world. And same Paramatma in a Laya Prakriya as if dissolves back everything. And what finally remains is his own self, which for our understanding is having this Rupa Lakshana of Satchidanand. That is what is said called Atma Gunaischa. See देखो कितना ये श्लोक complete है, how the Lord does it. Then the corollary is the so many additional things to be understood in this. So many are there. Only one thing we say. Having understood it, having understood what's our position, and having understood what we are expected by the Lord, exactly those things when we do, two things will happen. One, we become the cooperator with the Lord in His Srushti Sthiti Laya. Second, in that only our moksha also is there. इस तरह का एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग है श्लोक से. भक्ति भाव में परमात्मा का ही लीला है, सृष्टि स्थिति लय स्थिति काल. Anything happening is his lila. Nobody is good or bad by themselves. It's Prabhu Kripa, he makes somebody good for some time and the other body the bad. And he wills and it changes and the bad person becomes good, good becomes bad. ये सब उनकी मर्जी है बस. Isn't it? He brings the people together, he separates them. He makes a person successful, again he makes him failure. किसी को भगवान जन्म दे तो फिर मार डालते हैं. अरे सब उनका खेल चल रहा है. In devotion, this is our understanding. In dharma, knowing what's our role, doing it. In that our redemption too. In the Vedantic way, focus on that Paramatma, not on the creation which he is projecting and dissolving. That's Vedanta. मतलब क्या है इसका इतना लंबा टॉपिक का सिंपल थॉट क्या है ना. दिस इज ईश्वरा द परब्रह्म प्रोजेक्ट्स द वर्ल्ड, प्लेस द वर्ल्ड, रिजेक्ट्स द वर्ल्ड. ये तो इट्स लाइक हाउ मेनी टाइम्स द वेव्स हैव कम एंड गॉन इन ओशन, द साइक्लोन्स हैव कम एंड गॉन, द लैंडस्लाइड्स. अरे चलता ही रहता है. यू डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. यू फोकस ऑन तत्व. डोंट वरी अबाउट क्रिएशन, द थिंग्स हैपनिंग इन इट. जस्ट फोकस ऑन द सबस्ट्रेट. दिस इज द एक्चुअल थिंग टू बी caught. Okay. Now the same mantra from the sadhaka standpoint. Okay. Tat karma krutva vinivartya bhuyaha tattvasya tattvena yogam sametya. This is what is sadhana to be done. And how to do that? Ekena dvabhyam trivihi ashtavi. They are all sadhanas. What are they? Tomorrow we'll discuss. Thank you. Om 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 Om. ओम पूर्णमद ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. So from you and I, the Jiva Sadhaka standpoint, how to understand the sadhana in this shloka, we'll see that tomorrow. Then what's Bhashyakara's guidance, that we will see. Dhanyavad. Come for Gita.